There's something there that I wanted to do. It's
I'm playing music over the top so it doesn't matter that I'm breathing.
I have.
Not my daughter, you wretch.
I'll stop it. I'll just do that. I'll just do that. I've just got to say them shout. Anyway.
Hello, so I have a reading update for you. Excuse the hair, the lack of makeup, all of that. So we're on Monday, so Monday the 4th of December. So I started this vlog on the 30th of November, Thursday. So you would have seen that there was snow on the 30th of November, and it got me very much in the Christmas spirit, just getting me all excited for Christmas basically. So I started the reading vlog a little bit earlier, like a day earlier, and started my first Christmas book. I had been watching Christmas films all of last week in the morning, because Paul was doing like different hours, so I was up at like 6:15. So I had plenty of time in the mornings before work. So I decided to be watching Christmas films each morning. So you would have seen that on Thursday as well. And if you can hear that, that is Jeff trying to get the baubles off the Christmas tree. Oh, he's got one of the ornaments off. Okay, so cats or Christmas trees. So, yeah, so you would have seen that on Thursday, and also Thursday evening we went to Christmas market, Bournemouth Christmas market, which was brilliant. On Friday I was putting up Christmas decorations with my work colleague in the office. So that got me in the Christmas spirit as well. So that was the 1st of December. So I have got into the Christmas spirit a lot earlier this year, which actually is quite fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, you would have seen that as well on Friday. And then on Saturday we braved the cold, wrapped up in our scarves and hats and gloves, and we went to a car show. It was freezing. It was like -1 at Goodwood Circuit, so it was very cold, but yeah, it was good. It was good fun. And then on Sunday, so yesterday, I put up the Christmas decorations here in the library, and in the afternoon you would have seen as well that I had to pick up the last of the leaves that have fallen from the apple tree, because our last green waste, like our garden waste bin, was being collected today. So I had to clear all of the last of the leaves out of the garden. So that was very much a winter job. It had to be done before it got too cold, before the leaves turned to like mushy stuff in the ground, so on the grass. So yeah, that was a winter job that had to be done before it got too cold. But yeah, this weekend has been really freezing down here. We were getting like -1. It definitely has warmed up today, but it's been raining pretty much all day, so there is that. But yeah, we're on Monday, and I have finished the first of the Christmas books. So you would have seen as well on Thursday I was choosing between 3 Christmas books. I'm going to be reading 3 for this reading vlog. So I finished Christmas Miracles at Hedgehog Hollow. This is by Jessica Redland. This is actually part of a series. I think this is like the 7th book in a series. So I kind of feel like if you've read the rest of the series, then you will absolutely love this, and I think you'll be able to, I don't know, follow it a bit better. You'll be already well known, you know, with the character. Not well known with the characters, but you would know the characters very well. I feel like in the first 50 or so pages of this book, I was kind of having to refer back to the character list quite a bit and just trying to figure out who's who. But once I got the hang of that, of who was related to who knew who, it ended up being a very enjoyable read. And there were definitely moments where I was crying. Like, so today I made it a proper reading day. lit the candles, made it cozy to get this book finished, the first out of 3 books. The book made me sob a lot. Okay, so you're following 2 main characters, Samantha and Fizz. Both of them are just amazing characters. I absolutely adored these 2 characters. And you'll have like a couple of chapters with Fizz and then a couple of chapters with Samantha. And I don't know, I just really liked the 2 characters. I was proper rooting for them. I would bear in mind, it's probably worth checking the trigger warnings in this book, because I think one main trigger for it is child abuse and like the after effects, like with the PTSD and the trauma as an adult, having to come to terms with the abuse that they have suffered as a child. If that is a trigger, that is a big storyline in this book. So I would definitely bear that in mind. It doesn't go into proper detail at all, but it's obvious what has happened, and you're seeing them as an adult and how they're dealing with it and come to terms with the fact that this has happened to them. So if that's like a trigger for you, then obviously I would steer clear of this book. There is so much about this book though that I absolutely loved and would definitely recommend. It's very much a found family story, and it's very much about love and friends and family, which I just absolutely loved. I loved it. I really did. Like it was such, just such a wholesome, nice read in that sense. Like, we're also following Samantha and Josh, who are husband and wife, and they have a baby on the way, and they're the owners of this hedgehog rescue centre, which is called Hedgehog Hollow, and they're having to deal with something quite traumatic in their lives. And we're also following Fizz, who kind of has a very bad love life. It's a very bad love life, and then something happens to her that we're having to see her deal with. And you're kind of seeing that both of them want a Christmas miracle, and it's all kind of gearing up for something happening at Christmas. It was just such a sweet story. They just knocked the tree over. I literally just caught it. Hang on a second. 2 seconds. Jesus. I do apologise. I managed to catch the tree just as it was coming down. Cats and Christmas trees. Honestly. Anyway. Where was I? I was saying about this, wasn't I? This book. And now Jeff has a bauble. And he's just throwing it down the stairs. Yeah. It's quite difficult filming with cats. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, they both want some sort of miracle to happen at Christmas, and it's all about these miracles taking place. Oh, it's just lovely. It's just lovely. Obviously there is a romance in here, and I was rooting for this romance so much. Yeah, it was brilliant. This book was brilliant. So I've given it 4 stars in total. It was not a 5-star read for me, purely because at the beginning, I think it kind of took me a bit of time to get into it, because the pace was really slow, where I was having to go back and try and work out who was who. So I kind of feel like if I had gone into this after already reading the books and the previous books in the series, then I wouldn't have had that issue, I don't think. So yeah, it kind of took some time getting used to it and getting into it because of that reason. Also, there was at the beginning like a few eye roll moments and a few cliche moments and a few like, oh seriously, which I kind of feel like happens a lot in romance books anyway. And because I'm not a romance reader, I think I don't see it like other people see it. I don't see it as being, oh, it's so cute and like that. I just see it as, oh gosh, seriously, kind of thing. So that was happening at the beginning, but I kind of then started to get more into the characters, and I love the setting as well. I love the fact that this is set at a hedgehog rescue centre, and we do see some adorable little hedgehogs. And I don't know, there was just so much about this book that I absolutely loved. I just kind of feel like I had to get through the first 50 pages. So if you're going into this after reading the previous books in the series, I think you will absolutely love this. If you're new to the series, you haven't read the previous books and you're just going into this, you can read it as a standalone. I just kind of feel like you won't love it as much. So I still loved it, but I feel like the first part just kind of let me down a little bit, in the sense that I didn't really know who was who, what was going on, but I did really love this. It was very much found family. It's very much about these people that have found these amazing connections with some people that were complete strangers to them 3 years ago. And I just don't know, there was something about it that yeah. There were so many parts in this book where I was sobbing. And there were so many lovely quotes as well, like so many. There's, in particular, if you've read it, there is a quote about robins and the connection with robins to death. And that spoke to me so much, because I'm forever saying, whenever I see a robin, oh my god, that's a loved one that's come to see me. And Paul's like, what are you on? So the fact that there was the mention of that, and obviously it deals with grief and that sort of thing in this book, I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so beautiful. So yeah, I cried a lot in this book, but I did really enjoy it. I thought it was absolutely superb. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I'm so sorry about my hair, I really am, but yeah, I would definitely recommend this book. I'm going to try and salvage the Christmas tree, because there's baubles off, tinsel off, and it's now really crooked again. I never try too hard with the tree. The tree always looks really rubbish, and there's like usually nothing on the bottom because of the fact that the cats just take it all apart anyway. So anyway, I am going to start my next book, which is going to be Keeping a Christmas Promise by Jo Thomas. This one is about 4 friends, and 25 years ago they created a bucket list. And when one of the friends passes away, the 3 remaining friends decide to go to Iceland and fulfill the lost friend's dream of seeing the Northern Lights at Christmas. So they're basically going ahead with one of the items on the bucket list that the deceased friend has. Yeah, it was on their bucket list. I know I'm going to cry. I just know I'm going to cry. This is again going to be about friendship, and it's going to... Ooh, and there is a little romance that goes on apparently with one of the friends and a handsome local who's basically coming to the rescue because like an avalanche has left them stranded. It's all on the back of the book, so I don't know anything much more than that. It's about 340 odd pages. So yeah, we're going to see how this one goes, but I just know I'm going to be crying my eyes out. It's what happens with these Christmas books. So I never read Christmas books. This is the first year where I've devoted actual time to reading these sort of Christmas books. So I'm a newbie to this, but I thought it would be a good idea. But I'm just finding myself becoming an emotional wreck whilst reading these. But anyway, yeah. So the last book was 4 stars. So let's see how this one does. I'm going to start it now and read for about an hour in the library, and then I'll get ready for bed. We've got the electric blanket out of storage because it is definitely getting chilly. So yeah, I'm going to get on with this now though, after I've sorted out the Christmas tree again. Yeah, I'm going to sit down and read the next book. I've come on here with a little reading update because I have finished Keeping a Christmas Promise by Jo Thomas. Excuse the appearance, it is absolutely freezing today. It's so cold. It was just white everywhere, no snow, just frost this morning, and it's absolutely freezing, and the heat is not due to come on until 5 o'clock because it's on a timer. So yeah, I've got the giant hoodie on, which is probably going to be seen a lot this time of year. I put it on over my clothes. I just wear it constantly around the house when it's really cold, so the heat's not on. So yeah, I apologise for the appearance, but anyway, let's get into the reading update. The last update was Monday night, when I finished, what was it called? The Christmas Miracles at Hedgehog Hollow. So I started this Friday night, and yeah, it's now Wednesday, so I'm on here with another reading update because I've just finished this. It's Wednesday morning. So this book, it could have been a 5-star read. There's so much about this book that I loved, and there's just one massive negative that means that it's going to be a lot less than 5 stars. So let me tell you what I absolutely love about this book. So firstly, I love the setting. I love the fact that we're in Iceland and hunting for the Northern Lights. Absolutely love it. The premise behind this book, where you've got 4 friends and they've all made this bucket list, and when one of the friends dies, the remaining 3 decide to do one of the items on the bucket list, which is to see the Northern Lights for their friend Laura. And obviously when they are heading out to see the lights, they end up being cut off and end up at this farmhouse. And it's all set in this very small village in Iceland, and it's a very tight-knit community, and I absolutely love how tight-knit this community is. And you get this like found family and this neighbourly love, and I absolutely love it. And like the descriptions of Iceland itself, I mean, there's one point where they're dipping into like a warm, natural warm spring type thing that's obviously in amongst the snow and that sort of thing. And just like whales turn up at one point as well, so they're watching the whales in the sea, and puffins, and everything is snowy and white and sparkly. Like the setting is superb, and the fact that there's this found family in this tight-knit community and all of the neighbours do everything to help each other out, I absolutely love. And I do actually quite like the main character Freya as well, so we're seeing it from her point of view, and she is back at home a chef in a Michelin-starred restaurant, and we're kind of seeing her start to learn that maybe she doesn't need that as her best life, and maybe this slowed down paced life is probably more ideal for her. And there's a lot of quotes in this book that I absolutely loved, all about don't be too scared to go for things and follow your heart. And there was just a lot of memorable quotes in this book, which I just absolutely loved. And I even really liked the romances as well that blossom in this book. And and the fact that it's about friendship as well. These three friends, and they're basically just realizing just how tight-knit their friendship is. There's so much I loved about this book, and definitely the food references as well. So there's a lot of food references in this book, because obviously Freya's this chef and she cooks because she wants to make people happy. So she makes these heartwarming meals, and even at the back of the book there are some recipes that are for Icelandic Christmas recipes, and I'm actually going to be doing one on Christmas Eve, which I'm really excited about. It's the lamb stew. So I'm actually going to be doing one of the recipes from the back of this book. So that's going to be exciting. So yeah, I absolutely loved this book. So what was the negative? Okay, well, the reason why this is not a 5-star read for me is because of the repetition. I don't know why or what the author was thinking, but there is so much repetition. So we learn that with Freya, she basically cooked for her mum and then cooked for her friend Laura, who was the one that passed away in their last moments, and then she basically threw herself into the kitchens and into work, and that was her way of just burying her head in the sand and not dealing with it. And then the guy that she was seeing, called Mark, just up and left, didn't say anything, and basically left her. So we know this story. It gets repeated over and over again. So a few pages later, she's telling someone else. A few pages later, she's realising it for herself. Then she's telling Peter, who is the local handsome local, who's like helping them and saving them. And she's telling him, but she doesn't just tell him once. There's like 3 different occasions where she tells him the same story. And I'm like, why? What? And then you have Frankie, who is the woman who ends up finding herself with these 3 friends. And like she's trapped there as well. And we learn about her secrets that she's got. And so we learn about it, and then literally a few pages later, someone else in the community is learning about it, so we're learning it again. And I'm like, why are we getting told this again? I don't get it. So yeah, I don't understand what the author was thinking. It's kind of like the author wanted a 360-page book, and so fleshed it out with repetition because she didn't know how to do the conversations between the characters or what else to bring to the table with it. So yeah, it just seems really bizarre, and every single day they're doing the same things. They're making food, and then they're going out in the snow on the horses and delivering the food to the other villagers. So it's a lot of repetition in this book, to the point where it was just getting on my nerves. And it was like coming towards the end of the book, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe they might have stopped now with this story. And then it got brought up again, and I was like, seriously, like why are we hearing this again? I think it's about 8 or 9 times throughout the book you get the same information, and I don't really know the reason for that. The only reason I could think of is that the author wanted to have a 360 odd page book, so just repeated a load of the stuff throughout. It's really weird. I didn't get it, but I liked the ending. Like I said, there was so much about this book that I could absolutely love. Like, yeah. It had the potential to be a 5-star read for me, but because of that massive negative for me, where I just felt like I was reading the same thing over and over and over again and just didn't really care. Because of that reason, I'm giving it 3.5 stars, but I would recommend it. I just bear in mind there's a lot of repetition in this book, and I did look afterwards on Goodreads as well, because I was like, is it just me? Is it just me that's thinking this? And no, the majority of the reviews do say about the repetition. So bear that in mind if you are going to read this book. I did love it. I did. I loved the idea of like a hot dinner when it's freezer cold outside, and you've spent a load of time outside, and then you're inside and it's all cozy, and they like the candles in the windows, and I could just picture it all, and I absolutely loved it. So it's a shame that this massive negative was there and there was so much repetition, because obviously that means it's not a 5-star read for me. So yeah, I'm giving it 3.5 with this book, but it is what it is. So I am going to be starting the next one this afternoon, which is something about bookshops. Bookshop at Christmas or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be starting that book this afternoon, and yeah, we'll see how that one goes. But so far I've had a 4-star read and a 3.5 star read, so it's not bad. Not bad. So we'll see what this third book does. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I think I'm going to be writing out some of the Christmas cards this afternoon as well. Only a few. I just need to do, I think, like 7 or 8 that I need to take with me tomorrow. So I'm writing those out. The rest I'm writing out at the weekend. But yeah, I'm going to do that this afternoon as well. I kind of want to bake some cookies tonight as well. I've got like chocolate chip cookies that I can do. I fancy having some hot. I love it when it just comes out of the oven. I know they say you're meant to like wait for them to cool down, but I only live once. So yeah, I like that idea. We could have a hot chocolate at the moment though, to be fair. It's that time of year though, isn't it? Where everyone just drinks and eats like there's no tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm enjoying my reading so far, and I've watched a few Christmas films so far. I don't know if I'll be watching any more because Paul is not a fan of Christmas or Christmas films or anything, so yeah, I am looking forward to Christmas Eve now that I'm doing the lamb stew out of this book. I can't pronounce the Icelandic name for it, but I'm really excited to do it, and yeah, I'm really excited for that, and just Christmas Eve in general because we've got some amazing plans for Christmas Eve, so it's just us two, and I'm really excited for it, so yeah. But Christmas wise, like Christmassy stuff, I need to wrap presents as well, so I'm probably going to do that tomorrow evening, I think. But yeah, I definitely need to write some cards this afternoon, I know that. I'm seeing friends this weekend and doing a Christmas get together, so I definitely need to write out the rest of the cards before I go to that. Yeah, it's a lot of Christmassy stuff going on. I'm absolutely loving it, absolutely loving it. I love Christmas. But yeah, let's get on with the next book. Okay, so I'm going to write out my Christmas cards. There's only a few that I need to do today. I just wanted to show the design because I went for this like old school design. It kind of just is all about the hustle and bustle in the lead up to Christmas. People everywhere, twinkling lights, the snow. I just absolutely love these more traditional style cards. So I just got them from Sainsbury's. And I mean, there's only 20 in a pack, so I probably might have to buy some more. But I don't know, I just really liked these designs. They were so much prettier than like the boring, bit more plain ones that were in there. So yeah, I'm going to write these out, a few of these out now. Hello, I have a reading update because I have now finished The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan, and so we're now on Friday. I don't really have much of an update yesterday apart from showing my nails, but I started this Wednesday afternoon, so yesterday was very much a reading day. I could have shown like what our dinner was last night. We had such a nice, it was like a bacon and sweet potato stew, which was like, it actually came out really nice, and it was very much a cozy dinner for like a warm comfort food type of dinner. So yeah, we had that, and then I also baked some cookies as well last night, but I didn't vlog any of that, but we did do that. And also we managed to get the log burner out of our lounge, which is basically more of a DIY update, but yeah, it took a lot to get that log burner out. It was a bit of a fiasco, but it's out, so we're cracking on with the lounge, so that's good DIY wise. So we're now on Friday, and I've got a reading update for you. This evening we are actually going to the cinema to watch Wonka, I believe it's called, and tomorrow I've got to make a start on wrapping presents, so we're going to do that in the morning, and then we've got a day of DIY. And on Sunday we are going to be no, not we, just me. I'm going to be I've got got someone watching me through the window. It's really weird. Okay, so yeah, on Sunday I'm seeing some of my friends. We're doing our yearly Christmas get together, so we're doing that on Sunday, which will be nice. And then it's going to be very Christmassy. We're having alcohol-free mulled wine. It's like a mulled punch type thing, but it's alcohol-free, so that's good. Basically because last year there was only one baby in the group, now there's 3 babies in the group. So there's a lot of mums, and it's kind of turned from being like a drinking sesh that we used to have when we were younger to more of a chilled, alcohol-free get together. So it's still gonna be nice though. It's gonna be lovely. There's gonna be a Christmas film on in the background. There's gonna be lovely food and drink. It's gonna be brilliant, and seeing everyone, some whom I haven't seen for a while as well. So yeah, it's gonna be lovely. I'll probably end this reading vlog on Sunday night. So I'll do I'll wrap it all up then, but I want to obviously show Sunday afternoon. I want to carry on vlogging for a couple more days and do some Christmassy bits. So yeah, I'll do that. But reading wise, this was the 3rd and final book for this reading vlog. And right, so what did I think? So I'm not great with Christmas books and with romance books. I don't know, I just find it all a bit corny and cheesy and all that jazz. But so far in this reading vlog, we had a 4-star read where it was quite good. It was quite good. I liked that one. Then we had a book that had so much potential of being an amazing read, but ended up being 3.5 stars because of the repetition in it. This one, I was hoping would be 4.5 or 5. No, it is the worst rated one. This is 3. I'm only giving it 3 because of the setting and the fact that it was a bookshop. That's it. Okay, so this book, we're following, what's her name? Carmen. I didn't mean to slap the desk. Apologise. So we're following Carmen, and she basically loses her job. She lives in like this small town somewhere in Scotland. She loses her job, so she goes to go and live with her sister in Edinburgh, and her sister is meant to be like this person who's got it all. She's a lawyer. She's got this amazing marriage, 3 kids, baby on the way. Everything seems to be perfect, and yeah, we see Carmen move in with Sophia, and there's like this really bizarre hate between the sisters, and also Carmen just doesn't get on with her parents either. She's just a very, I don't know, she just obviously has this weird distance thing going on with her family. And we see her move in to Sophia's, and she basically has to go and work for this old man who owns this bookshop. And the idea is that she has to bring this bookshop to life so that it doesn't get shut down in January. So the premise behind it sounds perfect. It sounds perfect. And you see like this shop get made into this amazing Christmassy, lovely bookshop, like a bookshop that I would love to go and see. And it's even down to like the little train set that gets set up in the window. Everything's just cozy and beautiful. And then there's like this love triangle going on, which I'm not a fan of love triangles anyway. And one is with a guy who's just an absolute arse. He's this famous author. He is not likable. And then there's one that's just, you don't really see much about him. He seems to be like a nice guy, but you don't really see much of his character as such. A kind of, I don't know, but it's a really, really strange relationship thing going on in this book. And also, the reason why I just could not like this book is because of Carmen. So she's our main protagonist, our main character, and she's just not a likable character. There is nothing likable about her at all. She's just very whiny, very pessimistic, very, I don't know, like, it's just really weird, but she's just not a nice person. And it got to the point where I was a bit like, I don't really care. I don't care who she chooses. There was nothing. Sometimes when there's a romance that happens, the romance was a bit like meh for me when it finally did happen. And usually when there's a romance, I do cry. Not in this book, because there was just nothing to it. I mean, them getting together was all very coincidental when they meet up, and there's just, I don't know, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. They each think the other one is in a relationship with someone, and it's like the way that she thinks that someone, like a guy, is with someone, and yet she still is trying to like make a go at getting with them, which I think is really odd as well. Like, I don't know, I just could not like Carmen at all. I could not like the romance. There was like nothing to it. It was all very much like meh kind of thing. There was no lead up to it because they were very much, nothing sweet was going on between them. I don't know, it just, the more I think about it, more I think this maybe should be less than a 3-star read. But it was set in Edinburgh, and the setting was superb, and the bookshop was superb, and I really liked Mr. McCready, who is the owner of the bookshop. And there was at one point, at some point, that he was going to be telling his story about his childhood, about his past, about his family, and then it kind of just got like swept under the carpet and went back to being all about Carmen and about her, basically. I'm just like, I'm very disappointed. I was hoping this would be a superb read because it was about a Christmas bookshop, and you know, that's ideal to me. Absolutely love the idea of that. But it's turned into a massive disappointment, which I should have known because it's Jenny Colgan. I think this is going to be the last book by Jenny Colgan that I read. I did read, what was it called? Let me try and find it. What's it called? The Bookshop on the Shore. That was it. The Bookshop on the Shore. Was that last year, I think? That was like 2-star read for me. And I was like shocked at how bad it was. But then again, the setting made me put it up. So this wasn't as bad. But I think if Carmen was a likeable character and we got to like her, I think we would be rooting for her. And there was a bit more to the relationship. We'd be wanting them to reconnect and come together. But yeah, it was just very mediocre. But I've given it 3 stars because it's an amazing setting. So I loved the description of Edinburgh and of the bookshop. And I loved that. And the end of the bookshop. So yeah, it's got 3 stars, but I don't know whether I would really recommend it. If you're looking for a cozy Christmas romance, this probably isn't the one for you because it's not, the romance wasn't even nice. I don't know. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. So I had a good read, a fairly good read, and could definitely be better read. So there wasn't any 5 stars, but you know, I kind of thought, yeah, maybe I won't get a 5-star read out of this because, you know, I don't think the Christmas romances are for me. I don't know. I think next year I'll do like Christmas mysteries or something instead. I think that will be so much better for me personally, in my own personal tastes of reading. But yeah, I don't know. It was all right, but I'm not going to end the vlog just yet because, like I said, I do want to do some Christmassy stuff this weekend still. So I'll end it on Sunday, I think. But I've finished the books that I'm going to be reading for this vlog. The next book that I'm going to be reading is one of the Mina Lima designed Harry Potters, which I can't wait. So it's a full-on illustrated book and it's got like pop-out bits and oh, I absolutely love it. I'm such a child at heart, really I am. But yeah, but I wanted to come on here anyway and just give a little reading update because I have finished another book in this reading vlog. Hello, so I have now got ready and I'm heading over to my friends and we are going to have a little Christmas get together. There's 3 of us I think in the end. Some people couldn't make it, so just a shame, but it's still gonna be good. It's gonna be the 3 of us with some nice food, some alcohol-free drinks, and a Christmas film in the background, just a catch up, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And then after that, I'm heading over to my nan and granddad's because it's my granddad's birthday today. So it's gonna be a fun day. So yeah, I'm heading out the door now. Hello, so I'm here to wrap up this vlog. This was like a cozy Christmas reading vlog, and I did many different things throughout the vlog. So there was a Christmas market that I went to, there was a Christmas get together with some friends, there was putting up the Christmas decorations both in the office where I work and at home. There was things like mince pies to enjoy. There was a lot. This did span from the 30th of November until I finished this last night, which was Sunday the 10th of December. So about 11 days, this vlog, which I do apologise for, but yeah. I wanted to show plenty of Christmas stuff, and I also wanted to read 3 books during that time. So I picked up 3 different Christmas romance books. So just to like round them up, we had The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan, Christmas Miracles at Hedgehog Hollow by Jessica Redland, and Keeping a Christmas Promise by Jo Thomas. Okay, so I ended up rating these. Let me just get them in order, shall I? So first of all, I rated this one was a 4-star read. This one was a 3.5-star read, and this one was a 3-star read. So there wasn't anything that was exceptionally outstanding, like a 5-star read for me, but I don't know, I kind of feel like Christmas romance is probably not the kind of book for me. So I think this is more on me, not on the authors at all. It's very much, yeah, on me. So I think next December I'm going to do like a Christmas mystery, that kind of thing. Because I don't want to do another vlog, Christmas Eve vlog like next year, but I don't want it to be Christmas romance. I kind of feel like it's not the genre for me. I know that sounds really bad, and I really wanted to try it because I don't read Christmas romances. I don't think I've read any Christmas romances before. And for it to be 3, 3.5 and 4-star read each of them, yeah, I'm not so sure whether it is definitely for me. Maybe there are some out there. I mean, if there's like some Christmas romances where you're like, no, you need to try this one, don't give up on the genre just yet, try this, then please do put them down below, because I don't want to give up completely on Christmas romances, because you hear such good things about them. So maybe it's, I don't know, do you know what I mean? I just, yeah, don't want to give up completely. I don't want to lose all hope in a Christmas romance. So yeah, if you do know of any, please do let me know below. But yeah, with these ones, I don't know. I mean, Christmas Miracles at Hedgehog Hollow, which I gave was like the highest rated one, which was 4 stars. I just quite enjoy it, to be fair. That one was, I didn't really have anything particularly bad to say about this book. So yeah, that one was fine. This one had so much potential. It had so much potential. This could have been a 5-star read for me, but unfortunately there was just so much repetition. It just bugged me. So I ended up giving this a 3.5. So yeah, a lot of repetition brought this rating down, but there are recipes in the back, which are Icelandic Christmas recipes, which I am going to be doing one of those on Christmas Eve. So I wouldn't really say this is a bad book in any way. I kind of just got a bit bored with the repetition. That's why I didn't rate highly for me. And then this one I gave 3 stars. I kind of feel like Jenny Colgan is not the author for me, because I did try out another one of her books last year, and that was a 2-star read for me. So I'm kind of thinking maybe Jenny Colgan isn't the writer for me. I kind of feel like I mean, it's difficult to explain, but I mean, there's not really a romance in this at all, and I absolutely loved the setting, and I loved the fact that it was a bookshop and it was set at Christmas, but there was nothing really likable about our main character Carmen. I just couldn't like her. As much as I tried, I just couldn't like her. And as well as that, there was a really poor effort on the romance side of things in this one. So although I loved the setting and I loved the owner of the bookshop, and there were some things about this that I did really enjoy, I kind of feel like it's a bit upsetting that I didn't live up to my high expectations. When I saw that it was a bookshop at Christmas, I thought it was going to be like 5 stars, absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm a bit sad about that, but you know, it is what it is. So I don't think any of them were particularly bad, as it were. I just kind of feel like it's not for me. I mean, I don't really have anything particularly bad to say about this one. So yeah, I would recommend this one. Yeah, that one was fine. This one, there's part of me that would want to recommend it. I can see, I like the premise of it. Yeah. I liked the setting, I liked the writing. I just couldn't deal with the rest of the writing. The repetitiveness, the repetition, there we go, throughout is what just, yeah, brought down the star rating for me. And just really dire romance, to be honest, if I'm completely honest with you in this one, and a very unlikable character. So yeah, those were the 3 books that I read in this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this video. For the rest of December, probably still getting more into the Christmas side of things. I'm really looking forward to Christmas Day, so Christmas Eve. Christmas Day should be okay as well, and then Boxing Day, I'm really looking forward to that as well. So there's plenty to look forward to in the rest of December. So yeah, hope you all have a lovely Christmas or holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Just a lovely rest of December really. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye bye.